peace is the tranquility, the security, and harmony. It's the absence of violence or conflicts. Uh, it's also the cooperation between everybody.
Well, peace is a really complicated concept, but I think when we think of peace, we think about like collaboration and cooperation because if we want peace, we need everyone to work together.
I think peace can be achieved in the world with diplomacy and dialogue, like by communicating between nations or communities. Then by the social justice and inequalities, by reducing them, it can reduce tensions within society and it can lead to a better peace and stability. Um, then by education, empathy, like to be open-minded, to make people understand that we are all different and that's okay. That's the diversity of the world. And of course, by international cooperation, like everybody needs to be okay with peace. And yeah,
So maybe more like diplomatic matter and maybe like listen to each other and try to be like tolerate and try to be understandable of like other people's culture and opinion and not just like think of their own.
the lack of trust between people, then the injustice and inequalities, the conflicts of interest between people, communities, and nations, uh, the government failures and corruption, um, and the propaganda, misinformation, manipulation of information for people can be obstacles.
First of all, the obstacles is probably the injustice and also inequalities around the world because due to this fact people will try to achieve a higher standard or maybe like go against the people who are not the same as them or that don't have the same like resources really like a lack of education and a lack of justice and equalities because that's what really divides people around the world and really like creates the war and different conflict that we see across the earth. So yeah.
Awareness to teach people or children about different cultures, different beliefs, to teach respect towards other people, um, by empathy again, and teach them to be open-minded. Then again with diplomacy, um, maybe with protections or legal policies, and with the engagements of communities, like everybody need to be involved and to be okay and they need to want peace or to, to accept everybody.
Just by one thing is like knowing and realizing that everyone is different